Amy and I have been riding motorcycles with the Kenai crew of Alaska's Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club, and it's the salmon run season. That means we've been fishing and trying to find some of that beautiful salmon Alaska's known for. And Prospect Sullivan Jackson's family has a commercial fishing operation, so we headed down to the beach to see what it looks like.
So we're here on an Alaskan back road by an oil refinery to do a little filming about Alaskan salmon. And so this should be interesting. I have no idea what I'm going to see here, but it's going to be cool. And look at the volcano across the way. So we're rolling through a muddy beach here near the Alaska. There are actually some people in the water. So this water is like 37 degrees, if I'm not mistaken. And what we're driving through right now is like some mud. And then there's a big petroleum refinery up here, right across from us. We are following Prospect Sully from the Mountain Man crew, and that is his truck. He's taken us out to his family's commercial fishery, where they have leased some the ability to fish in this area commercially. So we're going to see how they live. And we're here, of course, with Disciple Tim Flanders, his lovely wife Brittany, and his daughter. What's your name? Mackenzie. His daughter Mackenzie. And here they go, rolling along and having a good old time.
I don't know where you guys are going, but you have about an hour before that.
Yeah. No, we know. Yeah, we're from out here. Huh? We're from out here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
So what happened is this guy just told us that this water is going to come in, and within an hour it'll be up to the mountain on our left, and that we'll be stuck up here if we don't hurry. So we were advising him that we know. We have heard this. We're from here. Trust us. These people are from Alaska.
So an hour from now, the water will be lapping against the seawall here. We will not be able to bring these vehicles back. So let's hope that we make it back before the Cook Inlet comes in. There's a bit of onshore flow above the Cook Inlet here today. So it's cloudy. You can barely see the mountains on the other side of the inlet, a mere 12 miles away. And then on our left, we have the cliffs and the small operation that the Sullivan family has out here. Here at this beach, you can hear the mountain falling down, and it's a constant sound of the mountain having its own little mountain slide, where the water will yank away more this evening. Of course, I got to talk about the constant sound of these rocks tumbling down the hill and hitting their aluminum boat, because it'll be present throughout the entire interview. We're here at the private fishing lands of a Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club prospect, Sullivan Jackson. And so we want to show you what he and his family do to feed themselves fish throughout the years.
All right, so Sullivan Jackson, we're in Nikiski, Alaska, and got a couple king salmon here.
Wow, that is huge. And how many pounds is that?
That one's probably about 50 pound, maybe 40. This one's about the same.
How many years have you been picking up salmon like this?
10 years.
10 years. Wow. Yep. Look at that. Daddy.
And so, get different prices for different salmon. And so, kind of keep them separated. And it makes it easier for the selling process. And then this one here is full of all the reds.
Oh my goodness.
reds. They are beautiful.
They are. We see money when we see reds.
Yep. You see the tails in the net right there, just watching Bob. You're about to pick the net. It's awesome.
Now, the Jackson family is 3 generations of guys who have been fishing in this area.
My name's Tony Jackson, and this is Salmon Beach in Nikiski.
Salem Beach?
Salmon Atoff.
Salem Atoff, okay.
Sullivan Jackson, out here on the beach.
And introduce yourself if you would.
Richard McGann.
Now, Richard's a salty old fisherman who's been fishing this area since before Alaska was even a state. And we took a few minutes to talk to him.
Richard McGann, Sr. I started picking fish out of the net in 1955. Well, this is a set net site. So we have stakes along the beach right here with running lines. The nets are 600 feet apart. Then we fish 7 days a week, almost around the clock. We're not commercial fishermen. We're just wasting our time.
Were there a lot more salmon back then than there are now?
On a season like this year, closer to 10 million for the Kenai River. Numbers are down to 2, 1.8, 1.5. The genetics of salmon was in the water. When they leave this river, little smolts, they go to the fault line off of Bristol Bay. That's the earthquake fault line, all the way down the chain. They go to there, that's where they rear. That's where they feed themselves. 3 to 4, 5, 6 years. And when they come back, their genetics is in the water. The tide comes out of the Kenai River, hits the tidal water. The tide comes in and pushes way up to Boulder Point, and they follow that water. It starts ebbing, going back out. Those fish follow right back to the Kenai. The problem with it is, so-called sport fishermen, they don't know when to quit. They don't know when to slow down. They don't know what to leave. When those salmon hit that river, they're going there for one reason, that's to spawn. And they should never take a fish. Once it's in that river, for any reason, you don't need a dip net them, you don't need a sport fisherman, you don't need a hook and release, because 85% don't spawn that's been hooked or have a hook in them.
And now, it's time for us to get out of here. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this awesome private fishing operation. We've got to get back in the Hummer so that we can get across that spit of land before water comes up and we get stuck here by the tide. Come on, guys, let's get going. I'm James Disciple Johnson, founder of Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and of course, TikTok. Make sure you follow Disciple Big Slick on TikTok. Woo! All right, we can turn off the camera now. Ah, look at the bait.
Stay high, and even if there's some water, it's shallow, go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you.
Oh, the baby's so adorable. All right, guys, so we don't know if we got stuck here by the water or not. It kind of looks like we did, but they said even if there's water, just keep on rolling. Don't worry about it. And the amount of area between the land and the water is getting smaller and smaller. And yeah, it looks like it started to come up in this area here. Some water off to our right here that's starting to come in from the ocean. But I think we're gonna make it back across. Of course we are, it's a Hummer. And there's etiquette and protocol about how you drive over these lines. What did he tell you it was?
We just make sure that the rope ain't too high and that it doesn't get caught up on any parts of the vehicle.
I'm gonna roll your window up.
Well, apparently the water is still here.
Yep.
He says 4 low. And
Oh man, that was beautiful.
yeah, it was easy.
Let's go.
It's a Hummer.